Why not robots? Tanner, 36, sits in a lunchroom alone with a sandwich. She's wiping her eyes with a napkin when Will, 25, walks through the door holding a cooler. He smiles at Tanner and opens the fridge. Hello? Hello there. Will opens the cooler and starts stocking the fridge with bottled drinks. Can I help you? I'll get out of your hair in a minute. And you are? I'm Will. And you? Tanner, but that's not what I meant. I mean, what are you doing? Do you work here or something? Nope. I'm guessing you do? I'm on my lunch break. Looks like you need something to drink. He hands her a bottle and she inspects the label. What is it? It's a new soda. Electrade? Yeah, I represent the company. I go around giving people free samples, to get them talking. And you're stocking our break room fridge? Why? Well, this is a restaurant. Electrade would love to be on your menu, so I thought I'd get your attention. Did you talk to anyone up front? No. You just wandered back here. I don't wander. I don't think you're supposed to be here. Well, I'm gone, actually. Keep that. It's on the house. I don't want it. Thank you, though. No, really, try it. It'll make you feel better. I can see you're a little under the weather. I'm fine. Looks like you've been crying. Shit, like you care? I care enough. I hate to see when this happens. See what? The working class sickness. You got it, right? You hate your job. I get it. Where'd that come from? I don't hate my job. Listen, it's all right. I understand perfectly. I don't hate my job. Of course not. A waitress makes decent money. I wash dishes. You get a lot of fulfillment from that? I'm not ashamed of what I do. Didn't mean to offend. I'm making a simple observation. A woman is on her lunch break with an unopened sandwich crying into a napkin. It's okay if you hate your job. A lot of people do. That's not why I was... Just forget it. It's your boss, isn't it? Can't you take a hint? He doesn't understand. I do. Will takes a seat. I need to get back to work. Tanner stands up. Have you ever thought of quitting? Thanks for the drink, but no thanks. I can get you a new job if you want, much better than this one. What, passing out samples of Electrade? Yes and no. You'd be delivering it, making deals, partnerships, advertising, that sort of thing. You're serious. I was once like you, at a dead-end job, working for a boss that didn't respect me. I was a grocery bagger at a supermarket. Mind-numbing work, believe me. I didn't get any enjoyment out of it, so I do it. Tanner sits back down. For money? No, I don't need money, and neither do you. Money is slavery, pure and simple. Without money, you're out on the street. I'm not living out on the street, and I don't have a penny to my name. What are you talking about? You have a job. You work for Electrade? Technically I do, but I don't get paid for my work. I wouldn't take money even if it was offered. That doesn't make sense. I represent a large group of people who do have money. I do them services and they take care of me. They give me a nice home and provide me with food. You don't have any money on you? No bank account? I used to. I don't have a social security number or an ID. I dropped off the grid long ago. How is that possible? How can you work or even live without an ID? I'm well taken care of. And Electrade gives you all these handouts? For what? For recruiting other people, inviting them to come work for us. And don't confuse food and shelter as handouts. I do many things for my group. I'm an electrician, for example. I do odd jobs around the farm whenever I'm needed. Wait, a farm? You live on a farm? Yes, that's where we bottle the drink, but I think of it as a city within a farm, a community of a few hundred people. All the employees live there, and we don't trade money, only tasks and services. And everything is taken care of. We have farmers tending crops, teachers, doctors, architects, butchers, chefs, and the list goes on. And none of them are paid? No, they practice what they love, and that's reward enough. Every person has something he's willing to do for free. What about the lower jobs, like clerks or waiters or dishwashers? Yeah, who works those? No one. Robots are doing those jobs. You're kidding me. Why not robots? More than half of Americans have service jobs, and it's so unnecessary. Our shops are all run on computers, and everything is brought out to you on a conveyor belt. Goodbye, lower and middle classes. Robots take out our trash. Robots service our cars. Think about it. How can you afford that? Like I said, Electrade has a lot of money. They also have a lot of friends. There's no way this place could exist. I would have heard about it. The government knows about us, sure, but they don't want others to know. We're a threat, but not a huge one, yet. There were communes in the 60s where hippies lived off the land. It never lasted, though. Where others fail, we'll succeed. Tell me, Tanner, what do you like to do, even if you aren't paid for it? I like poetry, but that's not important. Not compared to food or electricity. We have many writers on the farm. The same goes for musicians or actors. We still need entertainment. Actually, my group has a mantra they recite daily. I think you'd like it. You want to hear? She shrugs her shoulders. Closing your eyes is the biggest of sins, where the work is too much like a shot to the chin. You're home and your kids, you're walking on pins. Now walk into heaven. Where the hell have you been? That's your mantra? We all have it memorized. Maybe you could write us a new one. I couldn't. Why can't you be a poet? It's too hard to make a living. Do you enjoy your job here? If you're asking me if I'd rather be a writer, yes, I would, but I need to be realistic. I guess the dream kind of fell away. You could still be a writer, just quit this job. I couldn't do that. I need to provide for myself. Do you have a husband? Any kids? Just me. So what do you work for? Are you saving up for something? Only enough to scrape by. That's no way to live. It's work. This is how it is. This is suffering. It's all I have. And it's nothing at all. I've been out on my own since I was 17. This is the real world. Why defend something you hate? I don't hate. Is this how you want to live? Waiting, hoping, waiting. This isn't my problem. I have to go. You have nowhere to go. If you leave this room, the lunch break is over, and then it's back to work. I don't hate my job. Just stop it. She puts her face in her hands and erupts into a coughing fit. He cracks open her drink and passes it to her. She waves it away. Drink it. No, come on. She takes it, but doesn't drink. We can help you, Tanner. No, you can't. I can give you a business card right now. Call the number and you'll have a job tomorrow. No question. The only catch is that there's no money. In time, you'll learn to give up all this. You'll never look back. He hands her a business card and she reads it slowly. Don't you think you should at least try the product? She looks at him and then at the bottle. She takes a drink and puckers her lips. It's okay. I'm glad you like it. It's going to be big. This is how you fund your farm town, isn't it? You sell millions of bottles of this stuff? No, we haven't sold one bottle. It's going to be a free drink. That's insane. It doesn't work without profit. This world is run on money. People love money. No, people hate money. They just don't realize it. I don't hate money. See, if anything's going to change for the better, people have to stop pretending. This job and its paychecks have done nothing for you. Neither did your allowance as a kid. It's all material garbage. This is how it's always been. The monetary system was around long before us and long after us, too. I hope not. If we want a revolution, we need a revolution of consciousness, like an electric shock to the system. We need a new drug. We all saw how LSD changed the 60s. If every person on this planet would only take one hit of LSD, then we would have a fighting chance. We could put it in the drinking water if it was manageable. Sounds like manipulation. Isn't that what Charles Manson did? Yes, but he did it for all the wrong reasons. We're trying to liberate the world, educate the people. What I'm saying is that the 60s failed big time. There were just a bunch of stupid kids who sobered up, cut their hair, and got a fucking job already. That was the crime. They lost their spirit. The drug wore off. What this planet needs is another ice age. Nah, there's a better way. Everyone should just quit their job. It's as simple as that. Sounds crazy. Tanner's head droops and rolls from side to side on her neck. Her mouth is hanging open comically. So, what'd your boss do to make you cry? I asked for more hours. I can barely afford bread. He said no. Things are tight. Things are tight. He doesn't deserve you. You work your hands raw in that soapy water. I wonder sometimes why I worry. None of it matters. All we do is worry. And for nothing. Will takes her bottle and recaps it. He places it into his cooler. Do you hate your job, Tanner? She nods her head. Do you want to come to the farm with me today and meet my friends? They'd love to meet you. She nods again. Are you going to quit? She begins to take off her uniform, unbuttoning her shirt very slowly, revealing a white tank top underneath. She drapes the shirt over the tabletop, gently smoothing it flat. Will helps her up and leads her out the door. I have this poem. You want to hear it? I'd love to. Okay. Knock, knock. They both leave the room. A second later, a man enters wearing the same uniform as Tanner. He opens the fridge, pauses, and selects one of the bottles. He inspects the label and unscrews the cap.